Okay, so today we're just going to quickly go over an easy way that I use to import SpriteSheets from Aseprite into Godot. Export out of Aseprite with a scale that we can set, but I can add it to my Godot project at the right size that I want. So in this video, I'll be first going over how to manually do that in a terminal on your Mac, but you can also do it on Windows. And then I'll go over a script that I made that you can automatically do it and include in your project, or you can do some version of the script that I wrote in your own project. All right, so I'm going to first show you how to do it manually via the command line. Okay, so there is a command that you can use, and I've basically separated it into 4 steps. You will end up running this all in one command, but I've separated it just to show you it more clearly. The first part of the command is your Aseprite installation directory. This could be in really one of 4 places, depending if you have a Mac or Windows. I'll have the usual locations for this in the description below and also in my script. The location of my Aseprite installation is through Steam, so you can see it goes through the Steam directory to get to my Aseprite installation. The second part of the command is the file that you want to export. In this case, it's this Aseprite file with the -b in front of it. The third part is the scale that we would like to export it at. So for this example, it's going to be 8 times bigger than what we created it as. The last part of this is the file type and where we are exporting it to. So we're saying it's a type sheet and we're exporting it as a PNG in our current directory. So we can set this all to the same line and then we can run it in the terminal. Okay, so you can see I have the slapping mouth open Aseprite file that I want to convert to a sprite sheet. I'm going to go ahead and paste the command that I have. And you should see an output that kind of looks like this, basically giving you data about the sprite sheet that you exported, and it should now show up in the assets as a .png. Now I've opened up the PNG file and you can see that it's turned into a sprite sheet that we can import into Godot. Now if we want to add it to Godot, we can add an animated sprite. And then we can click on the frames down below here and say new sprite frames right above my head. Click on that, and then now we have this sprite frames panel up here, and we can click on the add frames from SpriteSheet button. And now we have the Burger Boys slap mouth open. We can select how many frames this is. In this case, it's 8, and then we can just go ahead and import it. What I've done is I've created a GDScript that you can add to your project to autoload all the sprites that you want into your project. For this example, I've created a Godot project with an assets folder. The assets folder will be the input directory and the output directory of my script that I've written to export from Aseprite to a sprite sheet. So you can see inside of the assets folder, we have the Aseprite file that we want to convert into a sprite sheet, and then the sprite sheet PNG file will show up here after I've run the script. We have the sprite sheet importer script right here, and now I won't go over the whole thing, but basically what it does is it checks to see if you have Mac or Windows, and then what you need to do is you can set your output directory and your input directory for all the assets that you want to import, and then the scale at which you want to import them at. From there, there's a function called import assets that you can call on the sprite sheet importer. So what you can do is you can go to your project settings and autoload and include the sprite sheet importer script. And then let's say you're in another function somewhere to call it. All you need to do is just say sprite sheet importer dot import assets, and that will import all the assets in the directories that you specify. As an example, I'm going to call import assets here. I'm going to go ahead and run my project. As we can see, we have an output that successfully imported my Aseprite animation. I can create an animated sprite and then go to new sprite frames, and I can import the sprite sheet. All right, add frames, and there we go. If I want just to show you, I can say playing, set the speed scale up, and there's your animated sprite. Very simple. Again, feel free to customize this script, do what you like with it, have feedback. I haven't tested it on Windows because I don't have Windows, but it should work. But if it doesn't, please let me know and I'll definitely make changes to this. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and as I said, there are many different ways to do this. This is just how I like to import sprite sheets into Godot, but I definitely challenge you to do whatever works for you. But this is just an example, so feel free to use it. You can do whatever you want with that script. So good luck, and thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe. We'll be making more videos. Okay, bye!